My family grew up
Okay.
around
Oh, did you put your little thing on?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
This
What's
guy.
that?
It should be right there. That long little skinny thing.
You just keep the cord hanging down. Yeah.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah, we're both wearing black anyways.
Yeah.
Cha 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 cha. Are you getting me? Da 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 da.
Yeah, it's recording.
Cool.
You let me know when you're ready. You good? Okay. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry to
Good
interrupt.
people of the chords.
No, you're fine.
I know. You only get one.
Man, you got this guy way too
I know.
high.
I know. It's all right. Yeah. This interview is gonna be more of a day.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. We got started a little late, so it's fine. So, with us today
Today.
is Jose Ray.
CC.
Your DJ name is.
DJ Jose Ray.
How did you come up with that?
My name already sounds like.
He's real creative.
I know. No, I honestly I made a Facebook post and I was like, y'all, I'm trying. I need to find a DJ name, and everyone's like, your name already sounds like a cartoon character kind of name, so it's just like go with that. But then with Dane is just Dane, and you're just Troy, it's like, messing up my vibe.
Yeah,
You need to be Great Dane and Stoner, like. T-Stones or something.
I thought about leaning into the stoner thing, but
Yeah. But he's not a stoner.
I get a lot of guff for that, surprisingly.
Yeah, I know. I bet you do.
But yeah, so you have been in Savannah for a while now. How long?
A while now, since 2008.
Okay,
Yeah,
It
it's
was
definitely home
2007,
now.
so
Right, yeah. But we didn't link up till a little while later, probably like 2012-ish.
Spare
2011.
Muse Arts Warehouse, I think
Yeah,
originally.
yeah.
Vinyl Appreciation.
Yeah, early vinyl appreciation days. Yeah.
Nice. Were you DJing back then?
No,
apart from-
that's actually how it started. I'd collected records for a long, since high school, and just carrying around, these couple crates of records I had. Lots, just random odds and ends. You said parents' collections, flea market stuff. So I started going to this thing called Vinyl Appreciation, and if you don't know, it's basically open mic night for the turntables. So I was going to this and just loving the energy, because every 20 minutes, every next person on deck, you get this. You may go from punk rock to Cambodian funk, then over to
Satanic
Afrobeat.
records,
Yeah.
whatever,
It
all over
can
the
it can go
place.
anywhere. Spoken word records. Yeah. So I was like, this is my jam. These are my people. So I was like, I want to help out however I can, because there was only one person with a whole DJ turntable setup. So I was like, there's my excuse to get a full turntable setup. So got a cheap mixer, found some flea market turntables, and
Nice.
then everything just kind of was word of mouth. Since then, it's been really nice.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. You were playing funk soul when you first started, or what were all over the place?
Yeah, I mean, when I first really started DJing out, downtown, definitely leaning into the heavy soul funk vibe.
Was Spare Time the first gig, or where was the?
Yes, it was Spare Time. Yes,
Okay.
yes, a previous iteration of Savoy, basically. It was, because we were doing a vinyl night thing there on Mondays with Andrew Arepa, who is here of Lone Wolf Lounge. He was always the bartender on Monday nights, and then eventually they just tapped me and were like, "Hey, you want to do a Saturday night?" Which was, of course, a
Huge,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, from Monday to Saturday. it's quite
Yeah,
a
let's
bit.
go. I'm ready.
Yeah. Nice. So, since then, I assume your tastes have changed. I've heard it. Where are you
Yeah,
now
right.
musically?
Yeah.
What are you playing these days?
Currently, I'm much more. It's always been there. I just didn't fully, and I still don't fully have it. But I'm finding more world music, and a lot of world music mixed with electronic production a lot of times, and funkier, more creative production. I mean, I still like the original kind of versions of things, but once you get the dynamic of what modern sound production is with more traditional styles from around the world, I just because what I see a lot of connective tissue. We're talking about Afro-Latin stuff, Brazilian, Asian, like Turkey, like wherever we're talking, I think when we get further back in the history of these cultures, there are these core rhythms that are there,
Yeah, for sure.
and I'm really interested in like finding the connections, and that's how I hear it. I don't tend to like to get stuck in a genre because for me it's about the musicality of it and just hearing like, oh, I hear of course
Yeah.
in reggaeton, but then I hear it in these other spots and
Oh,
I'm
same,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay, and like what we can do with that, and then like sprinkling some more on top of that too.
Nice. So obviously you do art as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did they kind of come about at the same time, or did one start before the other?
All through my life, it was like, okay, you got to pick one. Art, visual art. Nah, then music would call me. Then it's the music, and then visual art falls off. Then it goes back. And I would do this my whole life until eventually I was like, you can do both. And then that took me another decade of figuring out how to do that well or better than I was, because it still tends to when
Yeah, when
I'm
you,
of the person. Yeah.
Like if you put energy into one, you're sacrificing.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So one's gonna give up a little bit.
And a lot of that was just because I was so like, I know the term gets thrown around a lot, but I do have some very OCD tendencies about my creative endeavors. And so they tend to just take over in that way. But now I'm learning to let loose of that control a little bit and just let myself kind of flow through. And that works so much better. I don't have to be like, oh, should I play this song or that song or that? And now I just like go with what feels right. You can read the room, do this, but like let yourself be there. And it works so much better.
Yeah.
So, it only took me 40 some years to figure that out. So
That's how it works.
right.
Nice. What? Let's see here. Do you play instruments? I can't remember. Apart from like dabbling in some banging on
Yeah.
drums.
Yeah, early on, like 5th grade up through like junior high, I played trumpet, was always like pretty decent at that in the band. And then when I got to high school, I was like, oh, that's not cool. I want to play guitar. So I started playing guitar, played in guitar or bass in bands like all the way up until I moved to Savannah and really enjoyed that. And DJing has been a nice way to kind of like supplement that live performance. But now that I've been DJing for so long and starting to pull all this other music in the fold, I was talking about like other world traditions, things like that. I'm like, okay, I want to take this big melting pot of stuff I have and like take all like the cream of each of those things that I really resonate with and now kind of like throw that into a little bag. Pinot de Janeiro.
What is
Pinot de Janeiro is Dane and AJ and I's soon-to-be music project.
It's a paella.
Since you announced it,
It, wa- it,
I
it,
know,
was,
right?
it was a Freudian slip of AJ's, and we're like, what did you just say? Pinot de Janeiro?
I mean,
Like,
it's
yeah,
pretty great,
that's
I'm trying to say Pinot Grigio.
yeah.
I assume AJ on the drums, you're playing trumpet, and then Dane's playing.
I think it's just gonna be
Uh,
wild style. I think we're just gonna be bugging out. Yeah,
Nice.
we don't even know
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even
I
know
think
yet.
I was DJing, he was playing guitar through a rear effects unit, and you were playing some drums.
We look forward to the album release party.
Yeah,
So,
probably here. It'll probably be
Who's
here.
gonna DJ the album release?
All of us. All of us.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah, we have a
dream
Discord name.
event? Like if you could throw something.
Every time you ask, I'm like, think about that. You should. Now I'm like,
And
oh,
no, never,
during
yeah.
the headlights.
Yep.
Man, I don't know.
Who's your DJ influences then? Like who would you want to reference? I guess for like who do you put on DJ wise or artist wise? I guess.
One of my absolute favorite artists, dead. But by the time I found out about them, the front of this group was deceased. But the Eloise Trio, this like, from the Bahamas, it's just this wildly energetic music where, for me, vocals should be a part of the instrumentation as well. I don't want to just hear you tell me what I should be feeling about the music. I want the vocals to be as strong as the percussion,
Like
as,
the
as
melody,
wild as the
yeah, yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
I want it to be thought about the way it mixes in, and
It's like the melodic content of the voice is
Right.
more important than actually
yeah, there's
what
so
they're
much
saying.
dynamic to
Yeah.
it too, and so from that tradition, she's wilding out with, and then the backup vocals, like they're like punching like as a rhythmic element too, and it's just one of those records I like bought on a whim, like in Athens, Georgia, of course, they find all
Yeah.
the cool shit there. Put it on, and I bought it for the cover. It looks like wild. I put it on, and just like the first song, I'm like, favorite record already. I'm
Yeah.
like, just amazing.
I've never heard them before. I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah, it's. I'll put it on for you.
Yeah, that's one thing I never understood the backlash to like Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl because they're like, oh, I don't understand what he's saying. It's like, no, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like, does his voice
Right.
sound great
Yes.
compared to what the music
Yes.
is in the background? Like it's an instrument. Like does it sound cool?
Right,
That's
and that's a
everything.
great point because I think that's why world music draws me so much because I don't know these languages and I hear it just for its sonic quality.
Yeah.
And I think we, especially in the pop realm in the West, we get really obsessed with, tell me a pretty story, and the music a lot of times falls back.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but to each their own.
To each their own. Drink of choice DJing. What do you go to?
A mezcal Negroni now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like,
Night. Have you?
we're still with that, really?
um,
Montenegro.
yeah. What? Have you been too tipsy DJing or any? What's your least favorite? I guess I could ask that of everybody, but like request. Like, what's the thing that drives you nuts about DJing, or
Yeah, request is to
insane
be.
things that happen to you when you're DJing? Like, what's,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Request used to always be a real issue for me, just because I was so like obsessively focused about doing a good job DJing that like it took me out of it and it was a thing. But now I'm like much more in tune to just being in the flow, and I can like actually have an interaction with these people. I'm like, well, I should be doing this. DJing, you're trying to connect with people in the first place. So I'm like, there's a missed opportunity there. Even if that person and I have wildly different views on what good music is,
Yeah.
I can still take this thing that they offer. And I always like go back to the cooking analogy for DJing. It's like, I don't want to eat a whole bowl of pickled ginger, but right? Okay, so you get my point, right? But on the right burger with the right cheese and that
Yeah.
bun is toasted just right, that song, that pickled ginger, is gonna be fire. It's gonna make an amazing set.
Yeah.
So I could tell. I'm like, how can I challenge myself to like weave this in and make it not just be like, here's
Yeah.
a different song.
Weave it in and weave out, because then they'll be
Yes.
like, oh, hey, like,
Right.
now we're going over here. That's cool. Like,
It's a good
I'm
exit
with
ramp
you.
for me. Yeah, for sure.
It's only terrible when, like, I was playing a day gig the other day, and some lady just came up to me and requested like a Pitbull song, and I was like, I am not
Just a
playing
little
anything
bud.
close to this. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Pitbull,
Da-da-da-da-da-dun. Da-da-da-da-dun. Pitbull,
but
you're getting a little lazy lately, though. We need a little more from you.
But yeah, so I was playing not Pitbull. She requested Pitbull, and then friends of mine were walking up at the same time, and I was like, oh, I don't want to embarrass myself by playing this right now. Like, this is the worst time you could ask for this.
Oh, gosh.
So yeah, I agree with you. Though.
I put
think
you
it's-
through some rough sets when I was like in gigs where I felt like I had to play a little more pop stuff, and you would come through and say, I was like, sorry, Troy.
Yeah.
We're better now, though.
We're all better now. So.
Kiss and wake up.
That's only off camera.
Yep.
This video will go viral if you can't.
All right, let's go.
Whatever it takes.
Katie, do we have your approval?
Troy was pretty into it.
Yep. Whoa. Easy, buddy. Yep. How do you find new music?
Let's see here. I mean, I'm listening everywhere I go. to a fault sometimes, and I realize that like now to honor this, that like I am a little awkward in social situations. I've learned to kind of like fake it till you make it to an extent, but like so much when if the room's busy with a lot of cacophony, like I'm so sonically tuned in that I have to let that become white noise and it just kind of like fade out because it gets overwhelming for me. So I'm often just like listening to the song that no one hears playing on the little speakers.
So you're not listening to me when I talk. You're just like waiting for the song.
I've done it to all you,
Yeah.
all my friends and family. I'm sorry, it's just how I'm wired. Please just deal with me. But I've climbed up on the booths here in Lone Wolf so many times and been Shazamming the speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Clay looks at me and is like, doing it again.
Nice.
But Shazamming and then like pushing the algorithms.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes like they'll want to give you this one thing, but if you like do it this way and go around the other side door, it starts to give you more of what you want. And sometimes just finding like that magic song. Sometimes I'll find a great song and I'm like, where's more of this? And none of the algorithms get it. And I'm like, no. Why aren't you getting why I love this song so much? Trial and error, basically.
Yep, for sure. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.